What's up, everybody? This is Mr. 100K a day in the flesh. And today I'm going to be talking about Melissa Jefferson. Now, before I get started, I'm going to let you guys know Melissa Jefferson hit me up. She slid in my DMs because she was angry about something that I had said about her on Instagram. And I'm going to show the Instagram messages that she sent and establish, just the timeline of how things took place. But I want to say congratulations, first of all, to Melissa Jefferson because she came through. She was able to come through and do something that I didn't think she was going to be able to do. I didn't think that she was going to be able to come and make the team. And this year, like she has, she's come and ran a decent time, 1080, and which is a new PR. She's under a drill coach, Dennis Mitchell, which is cool. But I'm just establishing it, her growth. So I used to didn't like Miss Melissa Jefferson. The thing I didn't like about her was how inconsistent she was. We all know she won the national title in 2022. She won the When she won the national title, she ran the win date at 1067, of course. But the issue for me was I felt like, or it was either 1067 or 10, it was whatever it was win dated. So I thought that, with Sha'Carri not being there in 2022, I just felt like it was a fluke for her to win. So after I witnessed her compete at the Nationals in 2022, Melissa Jefferson went on to the World Championships. And of course, at the World Championships in 2022, she got smoked. She runs 11:03 and she gets last at the World Championships in 2022. So with her running 11:03, with her winning the with her winning the national championship in 2022, it put a very bad taste in my mouth. It made me think that she was a fluke. It made me think she was a fluke. And if we examine her performances after 2022, um, which I've had the opportunity to do, we go to 2022 and we look at her world athletics profile. One thing that we see very quickly is that, let me show you guys, because I felt like she definitely was someone who did not deserve really to be in any spotlight. So in 2022, guys, this is her 2022 World Athletics profile on Melissa Jefferson. In 2022, she was still in college at Coastal Carolina. She ran 709 indoors, and she won NCAA's in the indoor 60. She goes outdoors and gets butt naked last at the NCAA, as you can see right here, and she runs 11:24. Okay. But that was after earlier in the season, she ran a 1088, okay, at conference. So she won with 1088 at conference, and then she goes to NCAA finals and she runs 11:24. So she goes to nationals and she runs 1069 with a 2.9 win. She wins the national title, the United States, in 1069 when Sha'Carri wasn't there with a win dated 10.69. Okay. But then after that, she goes to the world championships and she gets smoked. She gets dead last. She runs 11:03. That type of inconsistency really gets me upset. And it makes me like kind of wonder what her real potential is. Because when I see inconsistency like that, it makes me think maybe you're on drugs and it's hit and miss, you're dodging something, or you just haven't really come into your own yet. So that was 2022. In 2023, she really does a bunch of 11-second times. So she runs 11:16 all the way through. She starts out with 11:16, 11 in Miramar, and she ends the season with 11:27 in Tennessee. She does not break 11 seconds at all in 2023. And her best 200-meter time was a 22.98, which I felt like, these are all horrible performances. So after the 2022 season, I'm sorry, after the 2023 season, what I did was I went on Instagram and I made a comment. I can't remember what the exact comment was. I just know that it was really just something, just me commenting about her performances. And when I commented about her performances, she got really upset. She got very upset. And this is what she sent to me on Instagram. And this is how the conversation went. I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay. So this is on Instagram, y'all. So on Instagram, she hit me up, sent me a message, and she says to me, "Hey, let's make a deal." Let me blow this up so you guys can see it. She says to me, "Hey, let's make a deal." And I'm like, and so I said back to her, "What's the deal?" And she said, "The next time you go a whole year without commenting on my post, and the minute I make a video talking about how I feel, don't come under my post. I get in your mind, you feel as if you're doing your job or trying not to be negative. But the truth of the matter is you're irrelevant. You've actually come up with a theory in your mind that when you talk about people's shortcomings and your opinions towards them, they just supposed to be okay with it. Well, I'm not, nor will I ever be. You don't have to believe in me for me to succeed. I'm not a fluke, and I definitely don't answer to you. Feel however you want to feel about me. Just don't comment on my stuff, okay? So that right there is a message that starts a back and forth with me and her and causes me to really get excited because I want to understand what her resentment is towards me. Now, mind you, she sent this message to me on July the 10th, 2023. That was about a year ago. And at July 10th, 2023 was almost towards the end of her season. She had just went to nationals, and in she just went to nationals in Eugene. She ran 11:03 and got fifth. She did not make the world championship team individually, and so maybe she was feeling a little upset about that, and that's what made her send me this message. So her sending me that message, it said, so I said to her, "So you saying the public must absorb your content, support you by watching you on TV, but can't give their opinion on your performances? This type of thinking is why the sport is failing, especially in the USA." She said, "My point is you haven't said anything until now. You weren't you weren't nothing when I was winning, or even voicing about how you think I'm a fluke. So why now? Did you even run?" So I said, "I used to. I'm a student of the sport. I was a state champion. That's all. I did voice it back then too. I've watched your career for a long time. I followed you for 2 years now." She said, "That's cool. Congratulations. I'm sure you have your reasons for not running pro or in college or even after that. Anyways, my point is that even if you were, I haven't seen it. Why can't you just be okay with my deal?" See, the thing is this, guys. For some reason, professional track and field athletes feel like they should be able to do whatever and just be loved, can't be criticized, and you can't comment publicly about them at all. And they're so sensitive. This is what they do. They're upset, or they'll just block you. This is what she eventually ended up doing, right? So I told her she was small-minded and she basically needs to get her life together. So, and we just going back and forth, back and forth. And I told her, it's easier to lash out a fan who supports you. You won't step to Sharika like this because you're scared. So I was just basically saying that she wouldn't step to a person like Shakari or Sharika Jackson because, and she won't step to them and take her aggression out on them on the track, but she'll step to a fan like myself and have some type of aggression towards me who really doesn't have beef with her. Why would I have beef with a female track and field athlete? It's ridiculous. So this is what she said. She said, "No, and see, this is where you just see what you see and you don't actually know me or what I'm about. I'm not focusing on other athletes for one. The only thing that matters to me is my lane. What energy exactly and why do you keep bringing up Shakari?" She said, "Scared of what?" So I said, "You won't step to Shelly in because these women embarrass you weekly. Even high school chicks kicked your butt indoors. Scared because you know you can't mess with them." And she says, "Who told you I was scared?" And I said, "LOL, we can look in your eyes and see that you're scared." She said, "Who is we?" I said, "You look scared." And I said, "The fans." She said, "You speak for everyone now? All the fans?" I said, "You don't look confident." She says, "You're the voice of the fans of track and field." I said, most of the fans scared. I'm sorry, most of the fans know you scared, and you have no chance of beating Sharika, Shakari, Elaine, or Shelly Ann. You didn't even beat the best college girl or high school girl best high school girl time this year. We love you, but you're not ready. You ran the worst leg on the relay last year. Your 1069 was win dated. Have you even legally broken 1090 as a pro? She said, I haven't, but I have never claimed to do so. I said, nearly all of your sub 11 times came on the same track in Oregon where everyone runs fast. Then stop. She said, so then I said, stop acting like you were a factor then. You were not a factor, but got lucky last year. She says, I am a factor, always will be. I said, LOL, you don't believe that. She said, LOL, no, you don't, but that's okay. I don't answer to you. I just need to know if we have a deal or not. I was like, I support you. Just step your game up. I could care less if you support me. I just want you to stop commenting on my stuff if all you're gonna do is point to my flaws, point out my flaws. I said, so you don't want me to comment anymore on your poor performances? She said, nope. She said, I'm going to do more than point out your flaws. I said, I'm going to do more than point out flaws. I support you. I'm a ride or die. If you feel like that's going to be hard for you, I can just block you. And I said, shaking my head. She said, do we have a deal or no? I said, we got a deal. And I said, can we make another deal? Can you stop letting Shakari get all the shine? Can you stop running 11 seconds? She says, yeah, you're done. Yeah, you're done. I said, what? Do we have a deal? I agreed to your deal, but you can't agree to mine. And after that, she blocked me, y'all. And it was over from there. So that's how that happened. So she made her comment, I made my comment, and it was over. So after that, that was last summer. So she moves to go to Dennis Mitchell. And after she goes to Dennis Mitchell, now she's come and she has performed much, much better, y'all. She's performed much, much better. She's um now that she's with Dennis Mitchell, she has allowed herself to really develop. The only problem that I really have with her now is the fact that she now really is back pretty much in the same spot she was in before. And we all know that she's fast. We all know that she's talented. First of all, I want to say congrats. You made the team. That's great. But the problem I have is that even with her making the teams and things like that, even with her doing those great things, she still has a tendency to still fail when it matters. So, like I said, she has a tendency to run fast. It's hit and miss. It's spotty. Now, this year particularly, guys, yeah, she has ran. She started the season with 11:43. She had a 10:94, but before trials, she had not really, done much better than that. She run a bunch of 11s. So 1091, 1087, 1080. Maybe she's peaked for the trials. Great. So with her plight and the things she's done, I feel like she hasn't really shown that she's really ready to go to the Olympics and get on that podium, because this is really just more of the same. Now, this particular picture right here is what I love most about her. There's the picture with her father. And what the story about her. Now, a lot of people have great stories and things like that about things that they've done and things that have gone on in their life. So the thing that really gets me about her is what she did for her father with the bone marrow. Her father suffers from a particular disease. I forgot the name of it, but the disease caused him to need a bone marrow transplant. He needed a bone marrow transplant, and who came to save the day? His daughter did. So that I do love about her. I love that about her, and I love the fact that she has a dad in her life, and I feel like the heart she competes with reflects that she has her dad in her life, and it also reflects that he's definitely has an influence on her. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that with her time at Coastal Carolina, the growth that she's shown, and just the way she's going about her journey. Now, I was upset with how, like I said, how she competed over the last few years, but that's fine. Maybe she's just coming out of college. Maybe she's just, getting the working the bugs out and everything like that. But the thing that made me come on here and apologize is this primary thing: her relationship with her black father. I love that. I love to see young black women have a relationship with their father, because I believe it teaches development, it teaches character, and it teaches them to connect with men outside of the carnal, out of the carnal area before they even mature. They have a relationship with a man, and it just creates a different type of woman. This is one of the reasons why I gravitate towards um Sydney McLaughlin and not Anna Hall. So, And also the fact that she recently got engaged. And that's what I really love about her. And when she got engaged, y'all, she didn't go online bragging about, you know, a certain type of guy that she's engaged to. She did not do that. She didn't sell out like Gabby Thomas. One of the reasons why I don't like Gabby Thomas is because of this. That's why I don't like Gabby Thomas, y'all. It's pretty clear. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say that's why I don't like Gabby Thomas. But when Melissa Jefferson, she's engaged now. She's uh she posted the ring online. She's been flossing it, showing everybody she's engaged. And when Melissa Jefferson got engaged, this is who she engaged to. Exactly. So this is Melissa Jefferson, right? That's not a mistake. That's Melissa Jefferson. And this is Gabby Thomas. So for that reason, y'all, and that's Melissa Jefferson's father, who she donated red blood cells or white, whatever blood cells, whatever she did, she helped save his life. So, based upon the accumulation of these facts, I am apologizing for Melissa Jefferson for doubting her. I am in full support of Melissa Jefferson. I want to see her succeed as a sister, as a track athlete, as a black woman, and I'm proud of her growth. I'm proud that she made it. She came through and made the team. I'm proud of her engagement. I'm proud of everything that she's done, and I want to continue to see her mature and grow and be the best woman, the best track athlete she can be. And in fact, I want her to be a surprise gold medal winner in Paris. That would really make my day. The only problem I have is based on her patterns, she's likely to not make the final when she gets there or end up getting butt naked last and just failing to perform. So that's the only thing that I'm concerned about. But other than that, Melissa, you have my full support. I am the biggest hater in track and field, but I will no longer hate on you until at least after the Olympics. You have my word. Anyway, y'all, I just want to give that out. And this is another episode of the biggest hater in track and field. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.